Greetings, my friends. It is I, Kolar the Unkilled, and I have made some changes to the load order. The one that I'm still testing out. Added some things, took some things out. I'm going to be starting the Dawn Guard questline because I now have the Undead Overhaul mod, the new one. Also, what you see here, simple damage tweaks. Incrementally, so this is something that increases the difficulty of the game, but it does so in a bit different way than just plain regular legendary difficult was. So down towards the bottom of the description, you see that apprentice level. If you play on apprentice, enemies now actually do more damage to you than they originally did on adept. So when you play on Apprentice, they do 150% of their regular damage. Playing on Adept, they do a whopping 250% of what they would normally do. And then it goes up through Expert, Master, and then on Legendary, they essentially are doing 7 times the amount of damage that they normally did. The nice thing is, our damage output, the player's damage output, stays static the whole time. You do exactly the amount of damage you're supposed to do. It does not go down when you increase the difficulty. And so it keeps combat fast-paced. No longer will things on Legendary be the damage sponges that they once were. You're going to do the same damage to them, but they're going to kill you very fast, which means you'd have to be very careful. And quickly, I'm going to go through this. I took out louder nature. I took out enhanced waterfall sounds for louder waterfalls. I figured I could probably do without those. I have reverb and ambiance, which to a degree does that anyway. And so let's see what else we've got here. Where's that Undead Overhaul mod that I had just picked up? I've been looking at for a couple of weeks now. It's down here somewhere. So HD staves all in one. I got the 1K version. That is going to be awesome. Daedric armor remastered, also the 1K version. I'm currently wearing the Savior's hide. Man, this looks good, especially Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker is spell-binding in its appearance now. I'm really impressed, so I'm glad I have that mod added. Look, okay, so I've currently disabled Hyperborean Snow. I'm running the original Fluffy Snow mod just for a change of pace. Honestly, my friends, I miss Fluffy Snow 2K. I had it back in the day. It used to be my go-to snow mod. It was around 50 megabytes, and it looked so much better than just the regular Fluffy Snow does. But a lot of people say they couldn't notice a difference. I noticed a difference. But here is the mod I was talking about, Enemy Overhaul Undead. So it introduces a lot of new skeletal varieties, tougher skeletons basically, up to Lich tier, which is essentially Dragon Priest level skeletons. And I wanted to test this out. What better way than initiating the Dawn Guard questline? Because when you go through Dawn Guard, there's a lot of undead, a lot of skeletons. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I'll go through the entire quest line or not, but we'll see. I may. I just want to give this mod, I want to test it out. That's the whole idea, right? So we're going to see what happens. And is that it? It is. Yes. Okay. So let's get inside Dim Hollow Crypt. So, okay, so you see the Fluffy Snow right away. See, the difference for me between this and the Fluffy Snow 2K, this version seems too big. It's as if you're looking at fresh, wet snow under a magnifying glass. The 2K version was much finer. Much more realistic. The textures were, well, it's 2K, so you get the idea. And it was a big difference in size, but I sure wish I could have that mod back. I don't know why Skeletor took it down. It was one of his mods. Okay, so here we go.
Vigilance never know when to give up. I thought we taught them enough of the lesson of their horde.
It's coming their way. A fool like all the rest of them.
Or well, Jedi. Sorry.
I turned on the Billy Roo's leveled list mod that I've had disabled for quite some time, so we'll start seeing those new Billy Roo weapons on my opponents. I've already found a few of them.
How far from their fool has entrusted this mission to? You wouldn't dare. Shut up and keep on watch.
Okay, there they go. They were being very unaggressive there at first. I wonder why. Not sure. Vigilance. Do you have anything good? I'll take that. I'm gonna take this for now. That's pretty cool looking too. I may have to drop it at some point because it's heavy. And yes, yes, no to the torch. Alright. Oh, I need to adjust my favorite there. I'm not... Let's see. So I found this, Alacrity, one-handed. I'm going to get out this weapon here. This is perfect for a Khajiit, I feel. So that one, I'm going to unfavorite the Blade of Mikral Golderson for now. Let's set that to favorites for control. And we're going to be on our way here. Now also, it's been a while since I've played through this with Divine Interiors, Shadows, and Light, so I'm interested to see the darkness level compared to what it was the last time I went through. But now I kind of wonder, I don't know. I don't recall the last time I actually went through. Where is it? Ah, right in front of me. I don't recall the last time I went through the Dawn Guard quest. You know, it's been a while, so... Just as you saw right there with the chain, I didn't see it at first. Thus far... Oh yes, thus far I really do like this level of lighting. I remember Divine Interior, Shadows, and Light being dark to very dark in most dungeon-type areas. Okay, here we've already got one of the new skeleton models. Skeleton Gladiator. Yes, that's completely new. The Skeleton Warrior. No longer do they fall with one hit, my friends. Skeleton Adept. And so I am playing on Adept right now. That is the difficulty level I'm using. And we'll see how that goes. I think I'll be alright. But we'll see how it goes. They're going to be doing a lot more damage to me on Adept level than what I'm accustomed to. And you know, in my mind, that justifies followers. I like to play with a lot of followers. I just think it's more fun that way. But it does make the game a lot easier, and so I wanted something that would increase the difficulty level. Pull that out, there we go. Something that would make it so that I could potentially get myself killed very quickly if I wasn't careful. That is the idea behind that mod. And if we need to increase the difficulty level, we can always do so. Whoa. Oh, that's right. Here the vampires are fighting the resident Draugr. Let's just get in on the action. Kill these vampires first. Ooh. Oh! Indeed! That Draugr Scourge just did a lot more damage than what I am accustomed to. Okay, so this is going to be interesting indeed, my friends. That's the idea. That way I can have my followers and still run the risk of getting killed quite quickly if I'm not careful. So I think this difficulty mod is going to work out just fine. Okay, so we can go that way, but we can also go this way. Turn on my lantern. There we go. Death Lord, let's surround him. I do not fear your shouts, Draugr. So obviously one opponent is not ever going to be a threat unless I'm completely careless. Look at this, though. Look at this. This is called a Mage Glass Sword. It's a two-handed version, obviously, as you can see. How superb is that, my friends? That is awesome. And is that it? There's really nothing over here, is there? Look at the detail of this thing whilst in the scabbard. Can you see that? Amazing level of detail imparted to that weapon. Very well, moving on. Love this lighting. Ooh, a skeleton spell sword. Well, not so fast. Skeleton champion. Didn't we have those in Oblivion? Regular skeleton. Even the regular skeleton is a lot tougher than usual. He is not going down with one hit. Excellent. What kind of loot do they have? Some jewelry, basic weapons. Whoa! Don't let her get away! Ah. Well done, my friends. Well done. Yeah. Alright. So yes, I still have the full crew with me from when I went through Ambrosia Cave and got my ass killed a few times in the process. Oh, I remember this part. This part... Ooh, this part's difficult. I remember. Whoa! Whoa! Death Hound. Oh. Uh-oh. Yes, yes, this is dangerous right here. I do have some healing potions, but not very many, and they're not big potions. So oh, to be very careful here. Oh, she's life draining me. Let's go ahead and heal again. My Leveler's Jewel is saving my ass right now, as you can probably tell. Kill this damn vampire already. Wow. Alright. Better believe I'm going to quick save. Wow, look at that. Excellent. Let's take it. Yes. So the reason, in case you were wondering, up until now, I've had the mod disabled that puts the Billy-Roo Compendium weapons into the leveled list. The reason I had it disabled was because, if not, I no longer get the Nordic shield drops from the bandits. So the weapons replace the shields that bandits would normally carry, and those shields are imparted by the not another guard. What is it? It's a guard armor replacer mod ported by Alan, which for some reason has a whole bunch of Nordic shields added to bandits, and I love those shields. And so now that I have the Billy-Roo weapons enabled to the level list, I'll no longer get those shields, but I can just disable the mod. I can go back and forth. Plus, it's a huge influx of new weapons. It's almost overwhelming. Okay, now this gentleman in particular, I recall from past experience, is very powerful. He's probably going to kill me. Yes, he's killing me quickly, in fact. Let's see here. I know I've got some kind of disease. Yeah. Oh, God. By the 9. One hit? Basically one hit. Wow. Okay. So we need to be very careful with that particular vampire. This guy is tough. Alright. What? Must have caught me with the ice storm that time. I didn't even... I wasn't even aware I was being aimed at. Come on, let's get this spider. Volkihar Master Vampire. Woo! Wow. So what do you think of this lighting? So far, so good. Look at this. Look at the mist. This... Yes, this is very good. Divine Shadows and Light is almost like a poor man's ELFX. It's not perfect, but what I like more about this lighting mod is that the dungeons are dark, much darker. With ELFX, you need a separate mod to make the dungeons even somewhat dark. And, you know, I don't like using up mod slots unnecessarily. So Divine Interior Shadows and Light, it gives a lot of ELFX type effects, but the dungeons are much darker by default, and I really think that's a plus. Here we go. Here we go. Low kill, you're mine. Wow, he just kill camped me. It just... Alright, let's try this again. I really thought I had low kill there. I was doing well. I was ready to shield bash him. And he just kill camped me right through my shield bash. Not much to be done about it. I'm not going to lower this. I'm not going to lower the difficulty. Not gonna do it. It works. It just works, my friends. Maybe this time we'll try to be a little bit more sneaky. Oh, I missed. Ah, great. I'm not a sneak archer. It's not how I play. This guy. Whoa. Got two-hand with me? Oh! Wasn't I blocking? Okay, so that's a regular skeleton. Goes down with one hit. Lokiel's using a one-handed sword this time. No! No, not again. Absolutely not. By the gods, did we do it this time? Oh, yes. I've already got that, but I want another one. All right. All right, here we are. Oh yes, my Savior's Hide armor. I haven't shown that off yet. You can't really see it too well in this lighting, but we will get a better look at that very soon. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and push these around for a while until I get them in the right spots. There we go. Who needs a Serana replacer? I like Serana how she looks.
Who sent you here?
Who were you expecting?
I was expecting someone like me, at least.
What do you mean, like you? Are you a
Vampire. Yes.
Ah, yes, I did not want to say it for some reason. Very well, my friends. I'm going to get through this dialogue, and then I'm going to be back, and we shall continue on from this point. My friends, I have returned. Now to see if I can avoid dying. Watch it. Give me that ore. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I'm going to proceed without my lantern on just for a short time, so that we can see just how dark it is in here. And now I can still see, but I can tell by looking at my preview screen that those of you watching probably cannot, or at least not very well. So let's turn it back on. After all, your viewing experience is important to me, my friends. Also, before I returned, I played with the load order just a little bit more. I moved Inferno to below Embers HD because that is what it says to do in the description, and I guess I just hadn't noticed before. I don't know that that's going to result in any sort of difference. Nonetheless, it has been done. And in case you had missed it earlier, when I was talking about it, I do have a difficulty increasing mod in the load order right now. When playing on Adept, everything that hits you with 2.5 times more damage than it did initially in vanilla. So that is thus far making the game quite a bit more difficult for a level 37 to level 40 adventurer such as myself. The nice thing is that my difficulty output, my damage output remains at 100%, so I do exactly the amount of damage that I should be doing. Alright, yes, look at this. Very atmospheric. Now, I know normally, in this room, there is a chance for a Dragon Priest to spawn if you're high enough level. So how is that going to... what exactly is going to spawn this time, now that I have the Undead Overhaul installed? Is it going to be a Lich? I hope so. Wait, did that skeleton just summon something behind me? Ah. I don't know what he did. Oh, it's a Draugr Death Overlord this time. It is not a Dragon Priest or a Lich. That is a shame. Oh, something just happened. Skeleton Adept over here, casting fireballs at us. Firebolt, or whatever that is. Get that thing. Thank you. Oh, now what? There we go. There we go. I would like to have that ebony sword replacer in my load order as well. Ebony, I think it's called Ebony Edge Replacer, something along those lines. It is quite nice, especially since I never liked the look of any of the ebony swords. I do like the axes. The hammer, well, the hammer is okay. I suppose we may as well get this word. Not that I'm going to use it. Curiously, this time around, the lighting for me on my TV actually appears darker than it does on the screen. Usually it is the opposite. Turn the lantern back off. I wonder if Divine Interior Shadows and Light was updated to make the dungeons not so dark. I mean, because although it is dark, I recall from before that you had to have a torch or a lantern, otherwise you'd be stuck in pitch blackness, at least for certain dungeons. That may not have been the case here. Ah, yes, the great outdoors.
It's so good to breathe again. This weather is amazing.
My friends, this is where I'm going to stop for this particular episode. I am very excited and happy to say that there is a new Windows Shadows modular that has been just released that is apparently compatible with other lighting overhauls, whereas the original was really only compatible with ELE. So I believe I'm going to get that new Windows Shadows. I'll plug it in, we'll try it out, and we'll see how that looks inside Castle Volkihar. Maybe I'll do some comparisons with the mod enabled and disabled to see what the difference is and if it is worth it. But for now, my friends, I remain Kolar the Unkilled, and as always, I thank you for watching.